worry about the play-in scenario at this point. And that's how they want to keep it.
Now the Lakers starting group. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. LeBron James is out there with Smart. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Heat, Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Hero in at the 2. Tonight, I'm looking forward to this grade. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Now, here's Doncic. Back to James. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. James has got his second bucket.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Now Hero. The 3. Rebounded by Smart. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Reeves the pass to James. Outside for Smart. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, working without the ball. Smart can play the 1. He can also shift over and be a catch-and-shoot guy.
Pass to Hero. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's LeBron. This game with 30 points. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Hero. His last outing with 20 points. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Hero. And he's good on the 3 ball. Hero's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's the danger of giving Hero a look from deep.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight. Absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And here is Mitchell, after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Well, LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Mitchell outside. Powell outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make it.
Outside, Smart. Back to Doncic. Here's the 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 for the 4 so far. Floats it up for Wiggins. It's deflected. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Come on, fans. Let's give a huge mighty welcome to the Heat Lakers game. Once again,
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Number 1, Luka Doncic. And, of course, Bam Adebayo.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Hero sends the pick for Mitchell. Hero on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ayton kicks to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Smart misses. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston. And here is Mitchell. Still scoreless. Adebayo with a screen on Ayton. For 3, Mitchell. A rebound by the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The 3 from LeBron. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Doncic outside. Outside for Smart. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Powell outside. Pass to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shots good by Hero.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Smart passes to Ayton. Doncic outside. Outside, Smart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Heat leading by 3. Outside, Hero. Powell outside. Misses the 3.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 40 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mitchell passes to Hero. Wiggins outside. Pass to Powell. Shoots. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Doncic, no good.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And while many teams are a revolving door of head coaches, Stan, the Heat have valued continuity.
They absolutely have. Eric Spoelstra is one of the longest tenured coaches in NBA history. Only Greg Popovich and Jerry Sloan coached their teams longer. And Spoelstra has had great success, leading the Heat to 6 finals while winning 2 of them.
And the defense has to be more mindful of Reeves, especially when he's roaming around there in the corner.
Adebayo finds Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Hero's got 13.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Pass to Smart. Doncic outside. There's the three. Miami grabs the miss. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
That shot, the three, is very volatile. On games when it's fallen, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Heat with some changes. Khalil Ware's checked in for Wiggins. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Hero. And it's Yaka Jonas in for Davion Mitchell. The Lakers also making some changes. Hayes checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Smart. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for Austin Reeves. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's Doncic. Launches it. Yaka Jonas grabs the rebound. Miami's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Here's Powell. And the rejection by James.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfect.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Powell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. It's hauled in by Doncic.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Here's Adebayo. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Adebayo's got 8 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
LeBron outside. From 12 feet out. Jaquez with the rebound. Miami trailing. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back over to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. James. Here's LaRavia. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Here's Yaka Jonas. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Ware passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's James. He has 6. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Yaka Jonas. Pass to Adebayo. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is up and in.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a driving force for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Hayes, Jake LaRavia out there with Hachimura. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Reeves in at the 1. Pass to Powell. Here's Larson. 6 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. Back to Ware. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ware's got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. From deep, Reeves. Larson with the rebound. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Jonas. The three-pointer is right on target. Jonas has got 6. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Reeves the pass to Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Going inside. The shot by Jonas, no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And he makes that one. Hayes has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Jaquez sets a screen for Powell. And again, Miami with the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hayes finds Kennard. Here's Reeves. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Reeves has got his second basket.
Deep into the shot clock. Reeves bails him out there.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Miami. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. The Lakers second.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Jaquez the pass to Ware. Here's Larson. Pass to Powell. From outside the arc, Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Here's LaRavia. A miss that time would have put him up. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Ware. Got it. Good job in the low post. Ware's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
From deep, Reeves. And Ware pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Jaquez. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. Shot from the wing. And his third shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. Laravia inside. Jaquez defending. From deep, Reeves. Jaquez with the rebound. The Heat leading by 3. Now Ware. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Over Kennard. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Marcus Smart comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Luke Kennard. Hachimura with it. 8 points his last outing. And again, the Lakers no good. Adebayo high post. Has to Ware. Here's Jaquez. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Reeves outside. And here is Hachimura. Lock at 6. And the Lakers with another miss.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Reeves against Mitchell. Here's Reeves. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. Jaquez the pass to Ware. Mitchell outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Heat making a change here. Heroes checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Ayton comes in for Hachimura. And LeBron's subbed in for Austin Reeves. Lakers trail by 11. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Doncic. 4 on the clock. To stop the run. Luka bullies his way inside.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
On the wing, James. Jaquez defending. Outside for Smart. Off target with his 3.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside, Hero. Outside, Adebayo. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown. Adebayo's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Doncic. Great positioning inside from Doncic.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Jaquez outside. Here's Ware. Hero on the wing. Over Smart. Hero no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4. Hero from long range. And again, Miami with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to James. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
Back to Ware. There's Hero with the 3. Hero can't get that one to fall. Lakers trail by 11. And here's Doncic. Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Hero. Smart deciding where to go with it. Now here's LeBron. Oh, the shot is pure from LeBron.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Hawkins outside. Now Ware. Outside Hero. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mitchell. This one for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hayes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Desmond Bane and the Orlando Magic. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Wiggins is checked in for Miami. Powell comes in for Jaime Hawkins. Down low. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one. Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Heat?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing that stands out above their approach is their success inside. They've been very effective in that area of the floor tonight.
Free throw good, Reeves. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Bam Adebayo.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Mitchell kicks to Hero. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Adebayo the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Lakers trail. Powell with the steal. No good, unable to end this run.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Doncic, no good. The Heat shooting at 51%. Really solid. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Over Mitchell. And it's Doncic missing. And Miami shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Pass to Hero. And here's Wiggins. Heat moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Mitchell's got a pair of triples in the second now for Miami. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Powell with the steal. Doncic against Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Now it's a 6-point Miami lead.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways, it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Arena Entertainment.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. It'll be the Detroit Pistons up against the Wizards in Washington. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Heat.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The Heat leading by 6. They've got Wiggins. Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 20.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production. And tonight, he has delivered.
Pass to James. And stolen by Wiggins. Adebayo, high post. Ayton's there. Hero kicks to Mitchell. No good from outside.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Mitchell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Guys, back to you.
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, He is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Wiggins from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Reeves the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to LeBron. Sinks the triple. LeBron's got 19 points.
Nice find by Ayton out on the perimeter. Always great when your big man can move the ball back out.
Hero from long range. And it's Luka with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, Smart. Here's James. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
And once James catches fire, just keep feeding the beast. It is that simple.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 25 points for Tyler Hero.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Smart finds James. Reeves outside. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's Hero with the 3. Hero can't get that one to fall. Lakers trail by 8. Outside, Smart. Pass to Reeves. And here is James. He's covered by Hero. LeBron is doubled. 5 to shoot. Oh, Doncic with a confident 3-ball.
Oh, nice find by LeBron. This guy is the best passer I've ever seen.
Outside, Hero. Wiggins against James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on 8.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game.
Doncic dishes to Ayton. James looking it over. No good on the 3. Miami leading by 7. Powell kicks to Mitchell. Back to Powell for 3. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. LeBron is doubled. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Check out the numbers for Powell. Putting up about 22 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Floats it up for James. And they double up LeBron. 6 to shoot. From deep, Reeves. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Doncic. Takes a 3. Connects again from distance.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
You're smart. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Miami Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. LeBron with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And the basket is good.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
The Heat leading by 7. Outside, Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Right side, Adebayo. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Adebayo. Hero's got 27 points. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 17. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
And he's shattered the franchise single-season high for 3-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Yeah, no time needed for Hero. He's always ready to fire.
Pass to LeBron. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Mitchell. And then for Los Angeles, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Austin Reeves.
1.
Well, remember, Hero came into the league as a scorer, and he's only gotten better, continuing to round out his game.
Outside for Smart. Pass to Doncic. LeBron outside. Hachimura with a screen on Wiggins. James, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Powell outside. Adebayo the screen. Here's Hero. It's good from the top of the key. Hero's got 16 points here in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Free throw line jump shot. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 8. Hayes finds Doncic. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Now Hayes. He has 6. Pass to Hachimura. The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Hero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jaquez the pass to Hero. Oh, good on the triple. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Doncic outside. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
LeBron with it. 21 points in the game. In the corner, Smart with it. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Adebayo finds Wiggins. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. On the wing, Hawkins gets the three-pointer to fall. Hawkins has got 8.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Hero against Doncic. Doncic showing his strength.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And that one misses.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Hawkins with a wide-open look. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. They trail by 9 points. Doncic passes to Hachimura. From deep, Reeves. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Hero. He's got 34. Powell outside. Pass to Ware. Fires for 3. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 5th rebound in this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. He's covered by Hero. And Hayes throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for Miami. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. Back right after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Once we get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend.
Well, Eric pleading with his guys, Greg, to be faster and be sharper than the other team.
And if they do that, they'll be fine. Coach wants to tire the opposition out on defense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Kennard is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Jake LaRavia. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Hachimura. Count it from 12.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
The Heat with the lead. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Larson. Now here's Adebayo. And here is Mitchell. Shoots over Hachimura. A rebound by the Lakers.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Now, here's Kennard. He's defended by Ware. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Mitchell against Reeves. Over in the corner, LaRavia. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Ware. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Kennard. On the wing. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Adebayo down low. LaRavia's there.
And what a night he's having on the glass. Putting in the work to help his team close out possessions.
Reeves can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Adebayo kicks to Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. The shot from the low post is good. Adebayo's got 21.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Reeves finds LaRavia. Wide open look. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Heat lead.
Well, defensively, if you're letting Adebayo get rolling, it's time to rethink your approach.
Reeves the pass to Kennard. Back to Reeves. Pass to Kennard. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Finished off the break. And the Heat lead by 10.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Reeves outside. Over in the corner, LaRavia. Shot clock at 5. And here's Reeves outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Adebayo. Lets it go with the 3. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Trying to get something going. And it's LaRavia missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now LaRavia. Reeves left side. On the wing, Reeves. For Mitchell. And again, the Lakers no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the 3 ball is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Reeves finds Hayes. Here's LaRavia. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by Miami.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Get ready to get hyped, fans.
Both teams deciding to change it up. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. And so here is Miami. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins kicks to Powell. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Doncic passes to Smart. Here's James. Now Doncic. He's covered by Hero. James sets the screen for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Powell outside. There's Hero with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Hero's got 37.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
LeBron outside. Lets it go from deep. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Ayton. Reeves outside. Second chance shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, you love to see Ayton get after it on the glass. This is how he can impose his will.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Khalil Ware. And it's Mitchell in for Jaime Jaquez. And the free throw, no good.
Well, I appreciate how focused DeAndre Ayton is on excelling at what he does best. His primary concern is being a force in the paint on both ends.
Pass to LeBron. Out to Doncic. Launches a three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Doncic has got 25 points in the game. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. And here is Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Reed. Hero, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 10-point game. Smart puts the pick in for Doncic. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 10 points here in the second half. So it's the Lakers now. Doncic outside. LeBron a screen on Mitchell. Outside, Smart. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Heat leading by 9. Here's Hero. Powell, no one around him, drills it from outside.
Well, defensively, you cannot give Powell space in that short corner.
Outside, Smart. The three for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Outside, Hero. Mitchell sets the screen for Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. From downtown, cleared away by Adebayo. The Heat leading by 12. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Cleared away by Ayton. Lakers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. James with a powerful jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now Hero. Wiggins, a three-pointer. Good.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
James against Wiggins. LeBron James on the wing. Now Reeves. And he does not hit.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And that one is good.
Well, I'll tell you, Powell can score just about any way he needs to. Contact does not bother.
James outside. Shoots. Jumper is off.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
1:30 left in the fourth. Hero knocks down the three.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Miami.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Bam Adebayo.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Here's Hero. Powell fires. And it misses. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and that one falls.
Whether it's with his passing or scoring, Reeves is a flat-out playmaker.
Heat on offense. It's a 14-point game, and Miami can just let the clock run down here. Mitchell outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking the big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.